And hi everyone, welcome to the Mompreneur MD community and welcome to our Coffee Friday session. So the Coffee Friday session is supposed to be in the afternoon. Kaya lang, I've had a lot of webinars today and our guests, no, like our guest who's my friend lives in Dubai then. So we've had to adjust some time differences. That's why we have it, no, Coffee Fridays pa rin, pero kahit Coffee Fridays, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. namin nilagay. So okay lang. You can just have, no, you can have tea or juice, kaya, no, but the rest of ito yun, di ba? Yan, so happy Coffee Friday to you. Happy Friday as well. So this time, I wanted to have a talk about a short chit chat. Now, this is not really a formal talk naman. It's really just a chit chat with a friend of mine, a homeschooler mom also. Now, the reason I wanted this topic to be talked about is that, when I woke up this morning, the past 2 days, we've read a lot of articles and news that, COVID-19 is also already affecting the pediatric age group, and the manifestations are not specific for the respiratory symptoms. It encompasses now immunoinflammatory, like the Kawasaki disease, which affects your organs like the liver, the heart, the kidneys. So it's really immunoinflammatory. No, I don't want to go into a lot of details, but the gist there is that it's worrying all of us moms because the next school year is at the loom already. We've had to decide whether to proceed to send them to regular school. Say for example, if the DepEd will decide that school will be open coming September, what will we do, right? So for the last 2 days, I've received a lot of questions, queries, and our mom group chats from different mom groups that I have. This is all we were talking about na should we homeschool, should we send to regular school, mga ganon. So ako naman, my opinion really is until there's a vaccine. This was also a conversation that I've had with my husband. Tinanong niya ako, should we enroll Kael? Sabi ko, no. I was very firm with conviction. Sabi ko, no. Until there's a vaccine that's here in the Philippines, hindi ako I wouldn't send my son to regular school, and I would, kahit hindi ko strength ang patience and homeschooling, kakayanin ko. Oo, na sa bahay ko lang talaga siya isuschool. Sabi, ganon. So, since a lot of my friends are also asking, sabi ko, why not have this as the topic for Coffee Fridays? So, and then I had in mind my dearest friend na we've been together since pediatric residency days. Batchmate ko siya sa residency. And she's already homeschooling her son since last year. So she's had more experience than I do. Mas siya dyan. And on top of that, she's also an autism mom. So you can just tell na homeschooling mom, autism mom, stay-at-home mom, you can just imagine, and mompreneur pa, you can just imagine, the practice of patience, time management, paano niya ginagawa yun. So she's really the perfect person. Sabi ko, so she's really the perfect person to ask. So right now, I'm inviting her. And so if you have questions pala, just type in the comments and I will also raise it. But I've gathered already some questions that I've been asked since the last 2 days by my friends, my mom friends that sa mga mom groups. So meron na din ako. But pag meron pa kayong iba pang questions naman, just type in the comment section and we will answer it na. All right. So without, I would like to welcome Dan, Dr. Shella Doc Cee Tumawis. Yan. Yay! Cheers muna tayo. Ay,
Hello.
wala ka pa ba?
There.
Yan.
Hello. Hi, Coffee Fridays. Ano man tawag mo sa kanila?
Coffee Friday.
Ayan.
Mga hangouters. Ano yan ko ba? Basta yun. This is
Ayan.
parang tambay. Okay, Doc Shella, di ba? Ikaw, sa'yo din ba, is that also your experience na for the last 2 days since the news came out na ganun din ang effect ng pediatric, pediatric age group, ganun din ba reaction ng mga friends mo? Kasi you've told me a while ago na isahin mo na lang sila na parang isang talk na lang. Parang gano'n.
Yes. Oo. So, yun nga. Yun, disclaimer lang ha. I'm not an expert talaga pagdating dito. So, what I'm going to share today is about our personal experiences as a homeschooling family. Yan. Pero, like Doc Jet, ang dami kasi talaga nag-message sa akin. Even my friends abroad, nag-forward ng link about sa Kawasaki disease, yung presentation ng coronavirus or COVID-19 sa Kawasaki disease, ganyan. So, as Kawasaki disease. So, sobrang nabahala talaga yung mga moms. And even before that, ang dami na din talagang nagtatanong about homeschooling sa akin. Kasi siguro, for those people who know me, I have a Facebook page din and I share some tips there and tsaka yung journey namin sa autism at tsaka sa homeschooling. So, kaya din siguro maraming tao nagtanong sa akin, ganyan about yon. So, this is the third time na mag-share ako ng experience. Sobrang in-demand talaga na homeschooling.
At dahil dyan, nakagawa na siya ng slides. At dahil sa sobrang, di ba? Sobrang daming daw nagtatanong sa kanya, nakagawa na siya ng slides. O, di ba? Perfect.
Yes.
Sabi ko kasi niya,
But I appreciate yung mga moms na natatanong sa akin and to other homeschooling moms and parents na they really want to learn about homeschooling. So mukhang ito na yung magiging trend for now. Dahil hanggat meron, kagaya ng sabi ni Dr. Zed kanina, hanggat meron ng pandemic or may threat ng COVID-19, we all want to stay home na lang. Stay safe at home. Yun yung natin. Priority is, syempre, safety saka sa health pa din.
Yes, especially na hindi din madali. It's really not an easy decision for us na whether to send them off, no? Para bang, at the back of your mind, you would say na, OA lang ba ako? Or, i-delay ko na lang ba ang schooling ng anak ko? Or, kakayanin ko ba? Paano kasi ang the most of the concerns ng moms is hindi kaya kasi, may work pa, may business pa, paano na ang patients, may maliliit pang na mga bata, yung iba. So it's really, it's really a struggle for us. So which is why, I want to ask pala. Okay, let's go through, meron akong list of questions. So syempre, lahat ng mga questions ninyo. Diba?
Yes.
Okay, I listed them down so I wouldn't forget, also as a guide for me. So, my first question for Doc Shella, what are the, given na, for example, okay, we're in we moms, we're in a dilemma right now, na paano? So what are the options na do we have right now that most of us moms are thinking of, keeping our kids home, staying at home, staying safe,
O yan, sige. Dahil dyan, meron akong slide. So let me share my slide.
Natuwa ako kasi may slide siya. Kanina tinawagan ko sa kanina morning. Sabi ko, Mare, can you help me? I wanna talk about homeschooling kasi ang daming tatanong. Sabi na may slides na ako. Ay, sakto!
Well, lang naman to. I just use the slides para lang medyo mas, may nakikita lang din kayo when I talk. Para klaro lang din. Yan. So, sige, Doc Jet, I'll share my screen. Ay, thank you na agad. Teka. Yan. So habang hinihintay niyo yung screen natin. So for those who don't know me, I'm Doc Cee. So Doc Shaila Tomawis. I'm a pediatrician. So we were batchmates ni Doc Jet during our pediatric residency in Manila. And presently, I'm living in Dubai. We're here for 7 to 8 months na yata. And then, so I'm an AutismMOm. So here is my son. Kung nakikita nyo na. So here is my son, si Lyle. He's turning 13. So may teenager na ako, Mare. May teenager na ako this year. And yun nga, I'm a homeschooling mom as well. So when we went dito, pagdating namin dito sa Dubai, when we arrived here, we decided to homeschool Lyle kasi teka, hindi ko pala si Doc Jet naririnig. Wait. Ayan.
Nakamute ako eh.
Guys. Ayan, nakamute ka ba? Hindi kita na... Ayan. Yan, okay. So, yun nga, yung decision namin to homeschool stem from syempre, bagong environment dito. Hindi ko alam yung paano yung culture nila sa mga school dito sa Dubai. So, doon kami sa. But even before that, 2 years prior, I'm contemplating already to homeschool Lyle. Because being an autism mom, so we've started our therapies naman 2 years old pa lang sila. So, nag-start na talaga kami ng mga session sa bahay na yung nagtuturuan na talaga kami sa bahay. Kasi yun din yung assignment namin sa therapy niya. So, naisip ko rin, nakapag-research na ako even before that, na kami mag-homeschool talaga, naka-attend na ako ng mga seminars or orientation from different providers. Mm-hmm. So, yun yung unang steps na ginawa ko. So, I'll walk you through homeschooling. So, yan sila habang kami ay nagtuturoan. So, disclaimer lang, ulitin ko lang, most of the points here are based on our personal experience as a homeschooling family and from articles available online. So, I'll be providing links na lang later, or links pala dalawa. So, you can check yung mga blog din ito ng mga homeschooling moms like me. So, para rin kayo. We know, we feel you naman. We know kung ano yung mga questions nyo. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, dumaan na kami dyan before mag-pandemic. So, maraming tanong talaga naman before you dive into homeschooling. So, ngayon, our present scenario, parents and their children are now placed in a situation that school stuff must be done at home due to the threat of COVID-19. So, yan din yung sinabi ni Doc Jeff. Diba? Yan ulit si Lyle. Siya ang aking model. You'll be seeing his picture until end ng
favorite model.
Siya naman model. Yan. So, nakakatawa pa yung shirt niya pala dyan, Endgame.
Oh my gosh. Oo nga.
So, God. So, kung nakikita niyo yung background dyan ni Lyle, that's our study area dati. Ngayon kasi medyo nag-rearrange kami because si Daddy nag-work from home. Yung si husband nag-work from home. So, inalis namin yung desk. So, sa labas kami nila ngayon magtuturuan or sa kama, ganyan. So, you'll learn later how we go about homeschooling, ganyan. Ano ba yung screen, Mare? Nag-play? Oo. Parang hindi. So, oo. Hindi ko na lang siguro
Ayan. Yan na lang.
Ganito na lang. Yan. Sige. Ito, yan. Ito yung kanyang sinasabi ko na background. Yan. Yan. Medyo huli lang yung live ng konti.
Yes.
From her. Yan.
Oo nga. Parents and
yan. So, yun yung sinasabi ko na background yan. Anyways, so yan. So, what is homeschooling? So, most of you siguro nagtatanong talaga, ano ba yung homeschooling? So, ang definition na ito, mga na nilagay ko dito ay galing lang din sa Google. So it is the education of children at home or a variety of places other than school, and it may be conducted by a parent, a tutor, or an online teacher. So depende pa din sa style ninyo. And then other definitions, so by Edric and Joy Mendoza, the owner of the homeschool provider Homeschool Global. If familiar kayo kay Sir Edric Mendoza sa yung sa Money Talks sa ANC before.
Teaching with Joy.
Yeah, Teaching with Joy kay Miss Joy Mendoza. So it's they define homeschooling as a parent-led, home-based education. So pag sinabing homeschool ang bata, ang parent ang nagde-decide kung ano yung kung paano ituturo sa kanya and ano yung mga lessons na ituturo sa kanya at the time. So Mavi, also an international homeschooling mom naman to, na blogger, she defines homeschooling as a lifestyle. So it's a family lifestyle. So the decision to homeschool should be made by all members of the family. Yan. So if you have smaller kids, yung homeschooling, syempre hindi naman talaga ano yung mga bata sa decision, but between you and your husband, decision to homeschool. So it's very important that everyone in the household ay agree sa pag-homeschool ninyo. Yan. So next, what is distance learning naman? So distance learning, it is different from homeschool, but it's another form of education wherein there is a physical separation of the teacher and students. So most of the schools, what they offer now is distance learning. Yung mga schools, like halimbawa, ang mga nakausap ko is like sa Lasal Sobel, blended yung tawag nila sa program na merong part na mag-homeschool sila, magtuturuan sila sa bahay, and there are times na the kids will go to school physically. Yan. Pero ito, distance learning is facilitated through technology most of the time. So pwedeng ngayon, ginagamit natin Zoom, hindi pala natin ngayon. So yung mga usual na ginagamit sa mga classroom setup na online is Zoom, ganyan. So may student, teacher, and may students and teacher talaga. So this one is yung teacher ang nagbibigay kung ano ang ituturo ng magulang sa bata sa bahay. Yan. So baka yung iba sa inyo, ito yung setup ngayon. Yan. So that's the difference between distance learning and homeschooling. So next, when you say homeschool, 'di ba? Meron tayong tinatawag na homeschool provider. So this naman is an institution or institutions that offer homeschool program, which may or may not be accredited by Philippines Department of Education. So the homeschool provider, sila yung gumagawa sa inyo yung gumagawa para sa inyo ng accreditation sa mga schools, ganyan, yung mga certificate sila para sa DepEd naman. So there is also what we call INDI, so independent homeschooling, wherein ikaw as a parent, ikaw din gagawa ng lahat ng yun. So most parents naman, they enroll in a provider kasi para ma-save na sila sa hassle of going to DepEd, ganyan. So yun yung provider. And also, yung provider, mamaya i-discuss ko isa-isa kung ano yung mga kilala na provider at present. Yeah. So, yun. So remember, bago kayo homeschool, always remember that your child, their knowledge, their strengths pala, far outweigh their challenges. So, yung always, you know your child better. Yun yung lagi ng sinasabi. Pag may nagtatanong sa akin, you know your child better. So alam mo yung mga strengths nila, ano yung mga hilig nila. Lalo na kung isa kang stay-at-home mom, but even mga working moms natin, you know your child. So, alam mo kung saan siya magaling, saan siya mahina. So, ang isang maganda kasi sa homeschooling din, nakakapag-focus ka kung saan magaling yung anak mo. Yeah. So, that's for first question ni Doc Jeto, di ba? First question pa lang, ang dami ko nang na-share.
Di ba? I don't know. First question yun, and 20 more, joke lang. Hindi naman. Ang ano ko lang, Mare kasi tawag ko kay Doc Sheila.
Tawag na namin, yes.
Sorry, nasanay ako. Doc Sheila, when you said na homeschool provider and may or may not be accredited by DepEd.
By DepEd, yes. Kasi meron tayong ina-adopt na ibang curriculum internationally. So, like Homeschool Global, they also offer US curriculum and British curriculum. So, there are other homeschool providers na may ibang curriculum din sila na ino-offer.
So, pag kung kunwari hindi siya approved by our own DepEd, anong bearing niya when it comes to like application to college? Ganyan. Kunwari,
pagdating halimbawa yung homeschooled until high school, so like a foreign student, di ba, pag gusto na lang mag-aral sa Pilipinas, it's either they will bring all their yung documentation nila na they completed this one, ganyan. And then for some naman, for those who went to independent homeschooling or mga hindi accredited, hindi nag-enroll through a homeschool provider, may mga parang placement test or aptitude test na i-take nila sa DepEd.
Okay.
Pag nag-qualify ka doon, you can proceed to the next level.
Alright. That part is clear, no? Kasi most of the moms would say na hindi pala siya accredited sa DepEd. So, hindi nila. Okay. But there are also
meron mga homeschool. I'm sorry,
Are there, diba? Ganun kami magchikan. Are there also homeschool providers naman that are actually approved by DepEd?
Yes, ito, kasi ang napag-usapan namin ng mga moms na dati na nag-homeschool, sobrang dami nga yung nag-offer ng homeschool program. So, if you're a skeptic person, you can always ask naman this particular provider if they are accredited already by DepEd. Kasi like yung mga kilala na homeschool providers, accredited na sila and may partner school din sila. So for example, kami sa Homeschool Global, ang partner school namin is, makalimutan ko, pero Christian school siya. So yung certificates nila, pati card niya, and transcript niya will be issued by this particular school.
I see.
So there are schools naman offering homeschool program din. So ganun din yun. So yung certificate cards, mga ganyan yung diploma, transcript will be coming from that particular school. So you can always ask kung meron silang accredited na sila ng DepEd and if they have partner school. But when you attend orientation naman, kasi usually pinagmamalaki nila yan na accredited sila ng DepEd and may partner school sila.
I see. Oh. Okay. Diba? Ang dami tanong. Yeah, so, Doc Sheila, when you say homeschooling, second question ko na, is there like an official enrollment? Like for example, right now, mag-school na, di ba? I mean, the school year typically starts here in the Philippines, July or August. So, is there actually an enrollment? Where do we go? How much then? How much yung enrollment fees? And for how long? Ano yung duration? And where should we go to? May mga websites ba? Or saan kami pupunta? Like right now.
Yes, yeah. So, for that question, let me share my screen again. Oh, yeah.
So, sabi ko handa si Doc Sheila.
Para naghang pala. Ayan, anyways. Yeah, okay naman. Can you see my screen now? Yeah.
Yes.
Yan. So, ano lang siya. So, this was compiled by my mom friend, si Chris. She is with Homeschool Global then in the Philippines naman. Sa Alabang Hub siya. So, ito yung mga, itong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 na ito is yung mga matagal na homeschool provider sa Philippines. Hindi ko lang maalala kung ilang years na talaga. So, Catholic Filipino Academy, sila ay homeschool provider. If you are familiar with Brother Bo Sanchez, siya yung isa sa may-ari yata niyan or sila yung nag-start.
Mhm.
So, nandyan yung price. So, preschool and grade school, ito yung range, ganyan. So, junior high school, ito yung range. Tapos, depende if you will avail the one with Wednesday classes, so mas mura siya mas mahal siya ng konti, and then without the Wednesday class, mas mura siya. For Homeschool Global naman, it's 35,000 per family. So if you have more than one kid, yung second child nyo, meron ng additional payment, parang 20% of the initial itong enrollment. So 35 times 20% is around 7,000 pesos per child na lang. Kasi, so sulit si Homeschool Global if you have many kids, like 3 or more kids.
Oh nga, no?
So, kasi per family. And there are books sa Homeschool Global kasi I'm with Homeschool, kami dito with Homeschool Global. There are books na per family mo siya magagamit. Na siya, good for all the kids, ganyan. So, like, especially sa values, kasi Christian sila, Sir Edric, and Miss Joy. So, especially sa Christian living, yun, yung per family yung book nila. And then, live and learning homeschool is just parang 2 years pa lang. Hindi ko alam ang location nito, pero parang somewhere in Alabang. And ito yung Pinyel and School of Tomorrow, andyan yung price nila. So, if you have, ipopost ko to.
Yes.
Tapos if, I will post this one sa comment section natin.
Yeah.
Itong blog ni Ate Miko. So, she's my childhood friend. Yung Ready to Marry, meron siyang list of mas maraming homeschool provider siya dyan na nilagay.
Mhm.
So, you can check na lang nandun din yung price, ganyan. So, yan. So, the difference with, so how, yung sa tanong mo na, where should we go? You can, all of them, meron silang, Facebook page. So, yes, or website. Nandun din sa Facebook page nila yung website. And they reply naman. Ha?
Good for 1 year.
Per year. Parang school din. Per year ang enrollment.
Per school year. Okay.
Per school year ang enrollment. Yeah. So, parang school din talaga. So, marami kasing question sa akin. Bakit magbabayad ka pa ng ganito kalaki kung magbabayad ka rin naman sa bahay? Diba? Pero kasi, for example, yung son ko, naka-special school kami before eh. So, ang tuition fee niya, 6 digits din per school year. Yung mga naka-Montessori, alam ko ganun din. So, this is a lot cheaper actually than yung school nila kung sa Philippines. Kasi dito sa UAE, meron tayong mommy dito na nasa Abu Dhabi. Then, hi, Mommy Athena yan. So, they also, Homeschool Global also has a hub in Abu Dhabi and here in Dubai. Iba yung rate nila dito sa UAE. But itong rate na pinesend ko sa inyo is sa Philippines siya. Yan. So, kung i-compare mo sa dating school, mas mura pa din siya. Yung, di ko lang alam. Depende pala kung nasaan nag-enroll, nag-aaral yung mga anak ninyo. But, ang isang sinasagot ko if a mom asked me kung bakit magbabayad pa rin, but may tuition fee pa din sa Homeschool Global is because sa Homeschool Global kasi, they give talaga support. Dito sa UAE, feel yung support nila. We have learned groups, tapos we are assigned to an advisor na we can message anytime if we have concerns, don't know how to teach this particular topic to my child, ganyan. Or halimbawa they also give dito mga seminar. So they, Homeschool Global, has a homeschool series for parents. So once you're enrolled, you're entitled to attend that for free. How to make a test, how to make a, how to how are you gonna grade your child, lalo na for mga paano mag-grade ng like recitation, or gusto mo, anak mo mag-isa, magsayaw siya, ganyan. Sayaw, gawa kayo ng sayaw. Kasi pwedeng part na siya ng PE, ganyan. So, yan. So, for example, si Lyle, ang first quarter namin na parang project niya sa music is kakantahin niya in Tagalog yun. Siyempre, kakantahin niya yung Lupang Hinirang, tapos mag-ano siya, mag-beat siya. Yung sa music yun. So yun. So they will teach you how to grade na yung mag-grade ka na hindi laging perfect yung anak mo. Ganon. So, diba, kailangan. So, diba, kailangan fair and mag-grade.
Kasi pag natin ka, perfect yung anak mo eh.
Yes, of course. So, how to, so, with regards naman sa homeschool global, so I stop na lang there. So, pwede nyo screenshot na lang to if you like, or I can post this naman sa comment.
Yeah, in the comment section.
Pero, ayan, so,
mas mura siya. For me, mas mura siya.
Sa'yo, oo. Mas mura siya sa atin. But there are other schools kasi sa Philippines na mas mura pa din yon kaysa dito. So, yung rates na to, exclusive to ng books. Exclusive ito ng books. So, hindi kasama yung books dito. So, with Homeschool Global, PNL, at saka TFA, they are called open curriculum. Ito na pala yung sa question number 3. Binigyan sa ni Doc Jet, yung mga modules niya. So, they are open curriculum. So, what do I mean by open curriculum? So, if open curriculum...
Are there lessons or modules per age group provided? Diretso na siya ng Doc.
Diretso na, oo. Kasi nahagip siya. Yes. So, yung open curriculum, you are free to choose whatever curriculum you like. So, bawa, DepEd. So, you can buy your books from your provider kasi meron silang mga list or sila mismo, meron silang mga books na available na you can buy. Pero, you can always buy from other bookstore, ganyan, kung ano yung gusto mo. Basta, DepEd approve yung book. So usually the books naman na DepEd approve, may nakalagay siya K-12 tas DepEd. Nakalagay siya na gano'n. And then you can also, yung pala, 3 links pala yung share ko. So I can share ito yung Ready to Marry na link na nandun yung mga providers, comparison na price, ganyan. And then next na link na share ko is the DepEd curriculum or link to DepEd curriculum, so you can check there ano yung mga expected or expected na matutunan ng bata at a particular grade level. So you can check there. So other, for especially those sa nag-indie or independent homeschooling, para para magawa nila yung homeschooling, dun sila nagbe-base. Kasi ako sa Homeschool Global, I just follow the table of contents of the book. I divide it into 4 quarters. So that's how I do it. So ganun lang din siya kasimple. But sa Homeschool Global kasi we were taught to do a curriculum map. So kung nakikita nyo to sa screen ko, this one, yan, parang table siya. That's the lesson of life for the whole school year. Na siya. Para hindi din kami magahol sa end ng school year kasi kailangan mo din siya matapos yung books. Kasi yan yung expected na matutunan niya. Sa ngayon kasi grade 5 na sila. Yan. So for the other naman, for the closed curriculum, like the School of Tomorrow, yes, they have module, ang tawag nila pieces. So you are expected to use yung module na yan. Yan. Tag dito, na yun dun lang lahat ng quizzes, tsaka tests nila sa module na lang na yun. So for School of Tomorrow, yan, may nakita ko sa comment. So, Pinoy parents in Malaysia are with School of Tomorrow, yes. Very convenient naman si School of Tomorrow. Na we also use School of Tomorrow before sa school nila kasi they adopted the School of Tomorrow curriculum. Yun nga, modules siya, pace. So okay din siya kay Lyle. Tsaka hindi ka na mag-iisip paano ka gagawa ng exam kasi nandun na siya lahat. Sasagutan na lang. Tapos ang with School of Tomorrow, saling pace pa din ng anak mo. So if maaga siyang natapos, advance siya sa math, maaga siyang matapos sa math, ganyan. So pwede na siyang mag-proceed sa next na module. Parang ganyan. So, sa homeschool naman, sa ibang provider naman, pag open curriculum, it really depends din sa style ng family niyo kung ano yung teaching method na gagamitin niyo. So, pwedeng Montessori style, kaya lang medyo mahal din yung gamit ng Montessori. Kung lahat bibilhin mo, lalagay mo sa bahay mo, mahal din siya.
Oo nga, mahal guys. Nakaset up
Pero
bahay.
Si set up. So, it can be a combination. Habang lumalaki kasi yung bata, you will know naman the needs nila kung saan sila mas magaling. So, I remember also si Miss Joy Mendoza, she has 6 kids, diba? So, she's in homeschooling. She herself was homeschooled pa, and then she's homeschooling her children ngayon. So, iba-iba daw ang learning style per child. So iba-iba din yung naging approach niya sa mga anak niya. Yun. So, oo. Kasi high school na parang grade 10 na yung panganay niya.
Pero may new baby siya eh.
Si Kaylee.
Yes. Oo, diba? So, first, second, third question pa yun. Okay. So, ito. Well, actually, parang na-answer mo na to kanina, Doc Shella. Sabi ko na ang question ko kasi, are there also assistants? Like, are there teachers to guide us on how to teach our kids? Because from my experience right now, it's difficult for us, It's difficult for us na, paano ko ba ito ituturo? Parang, di ba? Parang ang yabang. Parang it just came like naturally to me, hindi naman, ganon. Pero parang sa isip ko, hindi ko na kasi maalala how it was taught to me when I was still, small. So, ngayon, nagtatanong teachers talaga, like, how do I teach this? So, they give instructions, like, this is how to teach them, ganon. So, is that also the same with, homeschooling? Na meron bang somebody to go to? Like, paano to? Ganon.
It depends sa style ng homeschool provider. For homeschool global lang kasi ang alam ko. For homeschool global, yung support talaga ng advisor, tapos yun nga, they provide seminars. For School of Tomorrow, ang alam ko sa Philippines, ng School of Tomorrow, they do a 2-day orientation, how you use the modules. Parang 2-day na seminar nila at the beginning. Tapos you are also, halos lahat naman ng providers, they assign you to an advisor. So if you have problem, yun ang alam ko, you can always ask. Parang distance learning din. You have an advisor, diba? Tapos you can ask the teacher.
Yes. Pas yun. Yun. So, fifth question. For moms who example, I've also had a lot of friends na hindi ko talaga kaya mag-homeschool, I'm really not patient enough, gusto ko pa rin silang enroll, like, pagano'n. So, I mean, for moms who opt not to homeschool, for personal reasons such as those, now, mental health is one, it's just really magulo sa bahay, what are other options? Paano kaya?
I see. Kasi, syempre, ang homeschooling talaga is, it needs full commitment.
Right.
Talaga. And kahit hindi ka full-time na homeschool, kailangan may full commitment ka to help your child. And ang laging sinasabi sa amin sa Homeschool Global, values pa din sa family mo ang masusunod. So if you don't want to homeschool, but you don't want to send your kids to school physically. Yun nga, you may look for schools that provide distance learning, yung mga online classes na regular class. I think this is best for older kids who can like mga high school na. Yes, they can focus. Kasi for small kids, ewan ko, na-experience siguro ni Doc Chat kay Kael, like 15 minutes pa lang wala na talaga. Or 5 minutes pa lang into the class, wala na, diba? So, sa akin, if your kid is very young pa, like below 5 years old, by the way, usually yung mga homeschool providers naman, ang in-accept nila is yung mga 5 years old and above. Kasi kinder talaga ang ano ng DepEd na magkaroon ng LRN. So, Learning Reference Number. So, every child, may unique yung LRN niya. So, that's gonna be his or her number from kinder to grade 12. So, kahit mapalipat-lipat ka ng homeschool or school, lahat ng bata sa school din, ng mga naka-enroll, na basta nag-kinder na siya, grade 1 hanggang grade 12, they use the same LRN. So, Learning Reference Number. So, sa mga homeschool provider naman, like si Miss Joy, may nagtanong sa kanya yan, if you have a younger kid, like 3 or 3.5 pa lang yung kid, do we need to enroll? Ang sagot niya talaga, no. Kasi you can always teach your child whatever you want, lalo na kung ganyan pa sila kabata.
Yes.
So, you can teach them about shapes, letters, ganyan sa bahay. Kasi yun parang naman din yung expected na matututunan nila. Aralin nila. Diba?
Yes. So just to what Doc Shella has been talking about na what are the other options? So the options is either to choose between what are the other options given na ayaw mo naman munang ilabas or to enroll in a regular school kasi mukhang hindi pa talaga pwede. So homeschooling is one. The other is distance learning. But as Doc Shella has said na this is more advisable for the older kids na pwedeng makafocus sa online classes. Because tama si Doc Shella, my son, grabe, 15 minutes pa lang, wala na, nagwawala. Hindi naman nagwawala. Parang they're very distracted. He wants to show his classmates his toys, gano'n, pero hindi naman yun ang topic nila. Parang gano'n. So, yeah, I understand and I agree in that part na mostly for older kids siya. So, that's distance learning. But there's also another option, like you said, for below 5 years old, opt to not, just leave them. I mean, hindi naman leave them. I mean,
let them play na. Have fun.
Oo, have fun. Now, they're not supposed to, have that rigid school structure pa at that age.
Mm-hmm.
What about the more than 5 years old, Doc Shella, and the parents still opt not to go to homeschooling and distance learning? Anong pwede, Wala. I mean,
so, pwedeng depende sa ino-offer ng school na malapit sa kanila. So, like sa Ateneo, kay Mentor Pin, distance learning, parang kagaya sa Salsabel, blended, halo. So, may distance learning, may modules, and then may physical, then may times na kailangan nilang pumunta sa school. So, it depends. Kasi I think now the schools in the Philippines will adapt naman.
Yes.
Will adapt to the current situation. Dito kasi sa Dubai, sa UAE, lahat dito distance learning. They will not resume the school anymore. So we started our school September, so we will end mga July, August. As early as March, nag-announce na dito na hindi na magre-resume ang school, lahat distance learning, online school na.
Yes. Or although for distance learning naman, like for my experience, kasi for us, it's also distance learning, kaso parent-led pa rin. No? The teachers are just giving us modules. Or in my experience, kaya naman siya. Kaya naman siya kasi hindi pa naman ganon ka-rigid. Although mag-elementary na yung anak ko by next year. It's just, mag-grade 1 na siya. Fair. So, I'm having challenging times when it comes to teaching paano magtiin ng math, ng ganon. But when it comes to Montessori naman, they're very hands-on. Like the science is really like kamay talaga nila gagamitin. Pero no, it's okay naman. It's doing well so far for me. So parang kaya ko na maabutin siya na paano ba yung Tagalog? Kaya ko siyang matolerate for 1 or 2 years more. There was also one mom pala, Doc Shella, who mentioned na hindi ko kaya mag-homeschool, sabi niya. And I think it's a waste daw to go into distance learning and hindi naman daw ganun ka like the money, you won't get the worth of your money ba? Your money's worth. So what she said is that I'm just going to not enroll my son, sabi niya, my children for this school year, for this year 2020 to 2021, as in wala siya talagang i-enroll anything. What's your opinion on that naman?
Sa akin kasi, have heard din, marami din na mga moms na they will opt not to enroll their kids this school year. Siyempre takot pa din sila. And then, ang mga kids naman, hindi mo yun masabihan na don't touch your nose, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face, lalo na pag nasa school na sila. Yun yung kasama mo sila, katabi mo nasa kamay na agad yung bibig nila, nasa bibig na agad yung kamay nila, di ba? So, sa akin, okay lang naman yun. Just may pandemic. And then, if your kid is still very young, like mga grade 1, grade 2, ganyan. So, sa akin it doesn't matter naman kung maliit yung anak mo, like a year or a couple of years sa mga friends niya. Lalo na sa situation ngayon. Yeah. So, ako I won't judge a mom who will opt not to enroll their kids.
Yes, exactly. Actually, me too. Parang my point there is, mas importante pa rin ang buhay. And wala na race anyway. So like I said, one of my posts like this 3 days ago, I think, education, like life, isn't a race anyway. Anyway, the main objective for education is to get our kids to learn, to grow, and value-based pa rin. So, hindi siya competition, kumbaga. Okay lang rin yun. So, if it's like giving you so many problems instead of, you helping you moms cope with what's happening right now, okay lang naman yun. Wala namang, I also won't be, the one to judge. Kanya-kanya tayo.
Yes.
Okay?
It's still a decision within your family naman.
So, kailangan...
Meron ako na-attend na siyang talk. So, what if the grandparents, the grandparents or bakit mag-homeschool or bakit hindi papasok. So, yun pa rin. It will be a decision between you and your spouse. Pagdating dyan, halimbawa, grandparents sa side ko, I'll be the one to explain to my mom or my dad bakit we decided ganyan. But siguro, I think naman, they will understand because of the current situation ngayon na it's sobrang nakaka-threaten talaga yung COVID-19. Yan. So, nasa decision nyo pa din na
parang isipin na lang na, hindi naman natin ito kagustuhan. It's really not. And we're all in this. Pareho tayo ng situation lahat. We're in this pandemic. Like the whole world.
Kahit saan ka, all over the world actually.
Tama.
At saka, pa din, yung decision to homeschool, pwede mo siyang i-re-evaluate year after year Halimbawa kami, we decided to homeschool for grade 5 and I saw nakita ko for this school year na parang mas effective kay Lyle if meron siyang sa school siya. So I can always re-enroll. I can always go back to traditional school or special education school na pupunta siya physically. So yun, you can always re-evaluate every year. So take 1 year at a time.
Magiging pa rin, sabi ko nga sa husband ko kasi he wants my son, of course, to follow his footsteps na to be a surgeon. Sabi ko, wag kang mag-alala kahit hindi pa natin yan, kahit hindi natin yan i-enroll, magiging doktor pa yan. Kung gusto talaga niya maging doktor, okay lang yan, wag kang, chill lang.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, my next question, sabi ko sa'yo marami akong question, pero for is homeschooling as flexible? Hindi pala, wag muna yan. Kasi, so, will this be will there be other social interaction with other kids? I've also seen one of the comments from Mommy Maylene. Hi, Mommy Maylene. Will there be other social interaction with other kids, like physical interaction? Or ang ibig sabihin ko is there like an online interaction with other kids, their age? So, or how does that work naman during this time?
Sige. Before COVID-19, before ang pandemic na ito, we do regular, our group, yung homeschool group namin, learn group yung tawag namin, we do may activities kami, naka-layout siya for the whole school year. So, it depends kung halimbawa, kasi yung mga kasama namin sa learn group ay younger kay Lyle. So, pinipili ko lang yung activities na pupuntahan. It's not required you attend, but it's beneficial for us, for interaction. Pero, sabi naman din ng yung mga matagal na nag-homeschool, yung interaction ng child mo, yung social interaction ng child mo will be coming from you. And yung ibang tao sa household ninyo or ibang family members ninyo. And yung yung iba before COVID nga, they decided to homeschool because they can bring their kids anywhere, they can travel kahit matagal kasi they homeschool eh. So, meron pa rin interaction. So, kami din, bukod sa field trip na ino-organize ng learning group namin, we also have field trips, ganyan, nagpunta kami sa farm, ganyan. We also do our own field trip. So, nagpupunta kami lang, kasi yung lesson nila about early Egypt. So, we visit a mall na ang theme niya ay early Egypt. Tapos may mga makikita ka na doon. So, ngayon na may COVID, meron pa din learning group namin na organize na mga pati yung Homeschool Global, they organize online class na for yung mga extracurricular like music, ganyan. Meron ding Bible study.
Does it happen regularly? Or yung mga groups online?
Depende sa provider eh. Pero from what I know, sa PNL yata or sa CFA, meron sila regular meetups. Lalo na yung mga teens, like mga high schoolers, meron na silang meetups na ginagawa. So, depende sa provider ko, anong program. And kung gaano ka-active yung group ninyo, yung learn group ninyo. Kasi because learn group is comprised of families na nag-homeschool of different levels. So, depende. Kami, yung leader namin, very active siya. Na talaga naghahanap kung saan kami pwedeng mag-field trip, ganyan. So, it depends. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. My question pala dito, Doc Shella. It's from Athena, Ali. I have a question po, maybe technical po ito. If my LRN and diploma po, but in the card, it wasn't mentioned promoted to grade 1, but already graduated with satisfactory grades po. Need po ba meron, wait lang. Ayoko, hindi ko makita yun.
Need po ba meron na promoted to next level? No, yes. With regards to that, kasi the homeschool provider will also ask for the transcript. So the transcript you will ask for the transcript sa old school niya. So dun talaga nakalagay. Yung card kasi it's just a reflection of the transcript for 1 grade level. But ang permanent record kasi talaga nila is the Form 137 or the transcript. Yung tinatawag natin transcript. May transcript din ng mga kids. Yan. So, pag magta-transfer ka din sa ibang school, halimbawa naka-traditional school to another traditional school, yun din ang hahanapin nila. So, for sure, if na-complete ng child mo yung level na yun, may note sila doon sa baba ng grades niya for that level na promoted ka na to the next level. Yun. So, may LRN and also yung LRN ng kid mo, doon nila i-base sa LRN na nakalagay sa transcript record ng anak mo. So, you can get that from your old school, yung dating school.
Nice. Yan. Diba? Lapit na. Ako matapos. But you can always comment. You can always ask your questions, like what Mommy Athena is doing, like typing in the comment section. And so, taking into account, we moms are doing a lot already. So, like I've said, some of us do most of the household work, household keeping, wifing pa or wife pa. So we also have to support and take care of our partners, of course, our spouses. And we also have work. Some of us have work. We have businesses to take care of as well. We might have more than one kid. No, paano yun? How do we deal with, our very own mental health? Mental health or mental health muna. How do we deal with it when it comes to our mental health, or how do we deal it like generally, like when it comes to time management, ganun?
Mm-hmm. So homeschooling, like what I've said, is a full commitment, but it doesn't require full time. So meron kaming mga families dito sa learn group namin na or dito sa Homeschool Global dito sa UAE, sa Dubai na mga may full-time work sila. So they usually homeschool sa gabi pagdating sa gabi, ganyan. Or meron din namang iba na ano ba? It really depends kasi on your family. So, yung tagal din kasi kung gaano mo katagal tuturuan yung anak mo per day will depend kung anong level na niya. So, you don't have to, ito kasi yung ano ng mga moms akala nila homeschool, like, di ba, grade 6, 8, ano na sila, 6 hours sa school. So, you don't have to homeschool for 6 hours. Kaya naman sila 6 hours sa school kasi to accommodate all the children. Since isa lang naman or dalawa or tatlo lang naman yung student mo sa school, so mas may focus sa kanila, and then, di ba, sa school, kailangan i-discuss lahat, ganyan-ganyan. Kasi hintayin pa yung makaka-catch up yung ibang mga bata. Yan. So, unlike sa homeschooling, the pace will depend. So, meron dun sa ready to marry sa end nung information ng mga different homeschool providers, sa dulo nun meron siyang parang suggested na time na gaano katagal mo i-homeschool yung anak mo in a day. So for example, sila grade 5 siya, 3 to 4 hours in a day lang kasi they have 10 subjects So what we do kasi for younger kids, kahit nga 30 minutes per day lang, pwede na. Kasi na-gets na niya. Matapos niya na lahat, okay na siya. Ganyan. So, it really depends on your style. Sa kakayahan din ng bata, kakayahan mo din. Yan. So, kami kasi, hindi ako strict sa schedule dito kasi sometimes it depends on Lyle's mood, kung gaano kami katagal mag-aaral, ganyan. Pero as much as possible, we try to cover naman kung ano yung mga kailangan sa kanya. And then sa akin kasi, sa tingin ko, sa akin na kasi may son has autism pero kung sa tingin ko na hindi naman niya ito ma-apply in the future or hindi niya kailangan i-apply in the future, hindi ko hindi ko siya mag-uubusan ng panahon na ituro sa kanya yung mga ganon. So, sa Homeschool Global naman kasi you make your own quizzes, you grade them, ganyan. So sa akin enough kung masagot niya na tong quiz na to, sa akin okay na. Kung next lesson hindi niya na maalala, pero hindi niya maalala yung lesson na yun, tapos sa tingin ko hindi naman niya talaga kailangan alamin, yung practical lang, ganyan. So okay lang, basta nasagot niya lang tong question na to, ganyan. Tapos quarterly lang meron kaming meet up with his advisor. Tapos may PowerPoint present dito kasi sa Dubai, unlike sa Philippines, yung portfolio review is lahat dito nasa PowerPoint. So, silang dalawa, pagkikwentuhan lang sila. Hindi naman siya like quiz. That's for Homeschool Global. But for Pinyel, may exam sila na binibigay sa kid. Hindi ikaw yung gumawa. Parang gano'n.
Yes. Tama ka na, it's actually more, sa akin na, in my opinion, hindi naman ako talaga, per distance learning ako, although parent-led pa rin. From my experience, mas hindi siya hassle ngayon. Not in terms of time management, kasi mas onti lang hours. Imagine when we were like, may 2 hours ako in traffic, tas 2 hours pa papunta doon, 2 hours pabalik. Alam mo yun, 4 hours na akong babad sa road, ganyan. But, when he's here and I actually just teach him, we just have an hour is actually very long already for Kael. So, maraming din. Yan. So, like you said na it's depende pa rin sa pacing. Hindi naman natin, like at the end of the day, hindi na natin pipilitin ang mga anak natin. Alam mo, kung hindi naman talaga nila kaya. Like, for example, I was sharing to Doc Shella, there was one afternoon na sabi ko, Mare, nag-break time ko. Ako kasi ang naiinis na. Sabi ko, naiinis na ako, pero nag-break time ako. Sabi na nag-break. Sabi ko,
nag-break out. Time out.
Ako
Yung nag-tantrum, hindi si Kael.
Oo, hindi anak ko. Sabi ko, break time muna. Wala, hindi na kaya sa ko kasi ako, sabi niya, yes, tama yan. So Doc Shella I was asking Doc Shella this because she has more experience when it comes to, tantrums. Ganon. Kaso lang, in this case, ako yung nagtatantrums. Sabi niya, yes, tama naman na you took a break and you just like settle down like your emotions. Ganon. And then I also shared it with Kael's teacher, my son's teacher, and she was also sharing the same thing na tama yung ginawa mo, mommy, na just take a break, both of you. Separate muna kayo muna. Don't paglaruin mo muna siya. She has to play. And then go back to your state of yun. No, it's like I said, I shared with you na nung Mother's Day na perhaps the best lesson that I've learned during this pandemic and dealing with all the anxieties, and all the mothering during these times is really acceptance. Accepting the things na, things that I can do and I cannot do. Ganon. Mari tuloy. Doc Shella, may question pala dito. Most moms are looking at homeschooling this year because of COVID. How easy is it to transition back to traditional school in case we don't want to homeschool anymore or it's safe already to go back to regular school?
Yeah. Okay. For that, yung pagbalik mo naman sa traditional school, kasi since kung meron kang homeschool provider, they will provide you the certificates, may kung bawa graduation, may graduation rights din, ganyan. Tapos may transcript ka din. So, depende pa din sa child mo. Siguro kausapin mo din siya na, you will go back to school na you will have classmates na ulit, ganyan. So, actually, madali lang siya kung babalik ka sa traditional school. Parang nag-transfer ka lang ng school. Parang nag-iba ka lang ng school, diba? So, from one school to another, ganun lang.
Ayun. That's pala.
So, yung siguro yung problem mo dyan is yung adjustment ulit ng child mo. Gigising na naman siya ng maaga, kung maaga yung class niya, then pipit siya sa traffic, ganyan. Tapos, yun. So, yun na lang siguro yung isa sa magiging adjustment ulit pagbalik nyo sa... Syempre kasi sa homeschool sa bahay, chill ka lang eh. Hindi mo kailangan maligo. Diba? Hindi, kahit nakapantulog ka maghapon, diba? Pwede ka pa rin mag-aral. So, more likely, ganun yung mga magiging adjustment mo. Kung babalik ulit sa school is yung routine nyo ulit in the morning, pilitan na naman bang kumain, pilitan na naman bang gumising ng maaga. So, more of doon yung magiging challenge. Pero, there are parents na mas gusto talaga nila yung traditional school. So, kaya lang napipilitan sila mag-homeschool now because of the situation. Pero siguro marami pa rin nababalik sa traditional school.
Yes.
After kung matapos na si COVID with vaccine and all.
Yeah. So, ang maganda naman dito is we all have choices naman. So we all have choices as moms. How do we want our kids to, to bring them up or to raise them? Kumbaga, so whether that's traditional schooling or that's homeschooling or distance learning naman, the most important pa rin is what we've always been talking about. The most important thing is the values at home, how you really deal with your children, how you talk to them, how you take care of them. Yun pa rin talaga ang pinaka-important. At the end of the day, 1 year is just 1 year anyway. Okay lang, kahit hindi yan marunong mag 1 plus 1, matutunan pa rin niya yan eventually. Yeah, so actually, I don't have any questions anymore. Basically, those are just the questions that I've received for the last 2 days na mga tanong. Na-answer naman ni Doc Shella lahat. Grabe, may PowerPoint slides pa. Thank you. Salamat. Thank you so much. So if you still have, let's just say hi to the moms here. You can say hi and state where you stay talaga. I mean, where you're watching from. We also want to get to know everyone. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen May. Hi, Rain. Hi, Rain. Hi, Athena. Hi, Koy. Si Koy was also with us sa other webinar natin just a while ago sa virtual party natin.
Yes. Kaya kami nakikintaban ni Doc Jet kasi we just came from our virtual spa party.
Yes. Oo, kagaling lang namin sa Virtuals Party. Tas yung Virtuals Party namin just a while ago, we were wearing no makeup kasi skincare. We were showing how to do skincare, ganon. Tapos pagka shift namin dito, we only had like 30 minutes. Oh, sabi ko, teka lang, muna tayo, mag-lipstick tayo. Tapos ganon.
Ako nag-lipstick ako.
Oo, so naka-lipstick kami, kasi iba naman to. Ayan. Hi also to Mylene. Ayan, so hi again. Hi Bem, yung barkada ko from Iligan. Hi Dindin.
Doc Pat.
Hi Hana. Hi Doc Pat. Oh, nandito pala si Ma'am.
Yes.
Sabi ko kanina na late. Anong what?
Late.
Thank you. Very informative. Hi, Mommy Ann. Mommy Ann is actually the mom of Kyle's classmate. One of Kyle's classmates. So,
Hello, Mommy.
Mommy Ann, ano tayo dito? Anong gagawin natin dito? So, it's really still my opinion pa rin. I am firm on the fact na I still wouldn't be sending my son to regular school unless there's actually a vaccine here in the Philippines pa rin. But that's just me. Iba-iba naman tayo. Like I said, the most important thing is values pa rin sa family and talking over with your partner. Malay mo, hindi agree yung partner mo or yung spouse mo, ayan, or you're the grandparents or yung kasama mo na mag-take care sa mga anak natin. Yan.
Yes. So, hi din kay Coach Amanda tsaka kay Coach May.
Ay, oo nga. Hindi ko nakikita sa...
Mami Antina at tsaka kay Ma'am Iwi.
Yeah,
Yan.
Yes.
Yan. So, yan ang ating mga guests today. So, siguro before we, ako na nagsabi, last few, kasi 1 hour na din tayo.
Yeah, tama.
So, number one, number one, manage your expectations. So there are lessons kung if ever you decided to homeschool, mahirap siya talaga. Mahirap siya. Kasi yung kayo lang ng anak mo or kung may kasama kayo sa house, ganyan. So manage your expectations sa kid. Kung halimbawa, may mga topics na mabilis niya matututunan, may mga topics na hindi niya talaga matututunan at all. So, next na tip is have fun, be creative. So, halimbawa, about measurement. So, pa-measure mo lahat ng lamesa, upuan, ganyan. So, ipa-ruler mo isa-isa, ref, ganyan sa anak mo. So, that way kasi, for my son, mas natatandaan niya yung mga ganon if he will do it hands-on. So, parang Montessori din, di ba? Hands-on talaga, ganyan. So, isa pang tip ko for you to come up with a decision, attend orientation. So most providers naman, they provide ngayon na online. So sa Homeschool Global nga ngayon, free Kami nung time namin may bayad kami. So free yung online orientation ngayon ng mga providers. So look into yung mga Facebook pages nila or website. So may mga information doon kailan magagawin yung orientation, and then yun talaga yung makaka-decide kayo. Yun yung isa sa mga makakatulong sa inyo to decide kung mag-homeschool and what provider or mag-independent kayo, which provider pala kayo pupunta. Diba? So yun talaga. Kasi kami ni Doc Jet, dito lang naman kami, yan, to share to you. But yung decision kasi will be coming from you pa din and your child. If you have bigger kids like middle school to high school to senior high, involve them sa decision making. Kasi sila pa rin naman yung student.
Yeah.
So yun lang naman so far. Parang yun lang naman. yun na lang naman ang aking naalala.
Although tama naman na namimiss na rin ng I know my son misses his classmates a lot kasi he always wants to talk about when the coronavirus is gone, Mommy, I want to go to my classmate's house. I want to go to so siguro we will be back. No, we will be back to normal terms. So when the right time comes, no, for during this time, we just have to adapt to what we have. Siguro, yan. Right, so thank you so much, Doc Shella, and thank you so much for the mommies who are here watching and listening to this Coffee Fridays talk. I will have another session on a different topic naman next Friday for Coffee Fridays. I hope you stick around then. And I know, Doc Shella, if you also, if you want to follow, if you want to know more about, homeschooling, momming, being an autism mom, she's a really great autism mom. She's been at it for 10 years na, no? 10 years na ba No.
About it, 11 years na diagnosed. Kasi he was 2 when he was diagnosed. Tapos,
yung anak niya, matangkad na sa akin, no? Para naman gano'n ako patangkad, di ba? Pero mas matangkad, hindi po ako matangkad. Pero yun, so wala na. So she has really great tips on that. She shares a lot about how she deals with her son, no, and mga mompreneur tips as well. So follow her. AutismMOm by Doc Cee. So I actually posted, I tagged her page in the post that I made this morning. Okay?
Yeah.
So, everyone, have a nice night. Ayan. Have a nice night. Friday pa naman. Happy weekend, everyone. Ayan. Praying for everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Good night, Jan. Good night na rin pala dito.
Night na rin
kasi 6 o'clock. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Doc Jet. Bye.